Imagine this. You're sitting in a room. There's no teacher, no speaking partner, and no one to correct your grammar or boost your confidence. You feel like you're stuck. You want to speak English fluently. You dream of talking easily, confidently, and naturally. But how can you do that if you're completely alone? Here's the truth. You don't need a teacher. You don't need a partner. You just need yourself. Fluency doesn't start with another person. It begins inside your mind with your thoughts, your voice, your determination. This video is for the silent learners, the shy ones, the busy ones, the ones who stay up late whispering English words to themselves. It's for the ones who want to speak but don't know how to start. Today, I'll show you exactly how to practice speaking English by yourself, step by step, using psychology, creativity, and smart habits. This is powerful. This is personal. And yes, this works. Let's begin your solo fluency journey. 1. Understand this first. Speaking is mental, not just verbal. Before you speak English with your mouth, you speak it with your brain. Most people think speaking is just talking. It's not. Speaking fluently is about thinking clearly in English, reacting quickly to situations, translating feelings into words, believing that your voice matters. So if you're alone, don't think, "Oh, I can't speak." Instead say, "This is my training ground. My brain is my partner." If you speak English in your mind, loudly, actively, emotionally, you are already building your fluency. Let me give you the first technique to do that. 2. Shadowing, the secret speaking weapon. This method is one of the most powerful solo techniques. It's called shadowing, and here's how it works. What to do. Choose a short audio or video in English, 1 to 3 minutes. It could be from YouTube, a podcast, a movie scene, or a speech. Listen to the native speaker. Immediately repeat what they say, trying to match their speed, tone, and emotion. Do this with them, not after them. Like a shadow. Why it works? It builds muscle memory in your mouth. It improves pronunciation. It teaches rhythm and sentence stress. It trains your brain to think fast in English. Pro tip: don't worry if you're slow at first. Do it every day to 10 minutes is enough. After a week, you'll feel the difference. You'll sound more natural, more alive. 3. Describe your world out loud. You don't need another person to start talking. You can talk to your environment. This technique is called Describe Your World. How to do it? Wherever you are, in your kitchen, bedroom, or walking outside, describe what you see and do. I'm opening the fridge. There is milk, eggs, and cheese. The sky is cloudy today. I think it might rain. I'm cooking rice. It smells good. Speak in short sentences. Talk about real things. Why it works. You learn the vocabulary of daily life. You build confidence by hearing your own voice. You train your brain to think in English. This is like free English speaking practice minus 24/7. 4. Create your own dialogues. You can create imaginary conversations in English. Yes, just like a movie scene in your mind. What to do? Choose a situation. Ordering food, job interview, meeting a friend. Write both parts of the conversation, you and the other person. Read it aloud, playing both roles. Add gestures, emotions, tone. Example: Good morning. I'd like a cappuccino, please. Sure. Would you like sugar or milk with that? Just milk, thank you. Play it like you're in a drama. Have fun. Why it works. You practice real conversations. You build emotional connection with English. You stop being shy because you've already practiced it alone. 5. Talk to the mirror. Yes, really. This may sound strange, but it's one of the most powerful tools for solo speaking practice. Stand in front of the mirror. Look into your own eyes. Speak. Talk about your day, your dreams, your feelings. Example. Today I felt a little tired, but I kept going. I want to speak better English. I'm practicing every day. I believe in myself. Why mirror practice is magical. You see your body language. You feel more confident. You connect emotionally with your words. You're not just talking. You're becoming fluent with presence. 6. Record yourself and watch the magic. Many learners are afraid to hear their own voice. But that fear is your gold. Start recording yourself speaking English. You can. Talk about your day. Explain something you learned. Read a story with emotion. Use your phone. Record for 2 to 3 minutes. Then listen back. Yes, you'll notice mistakes. That's good. That means you're learning. Then try again, this time with improvements. This cycle of speak, listen, improve, repeat is how professionals train their speaking voice. You'll hear yourself growing stronger, more fluent, more alive. 7. Think in English all day long. If you think in your native language and then translate, you will always feel slow. But if you train yourself to think directly in English, everything changes. Start small. Every time you do something, ask, "What is this in English? How would I describe this in English? What would I say if someone asked me about this?" Instead of, "I'm going to the market," try to go straight to, "I'm going to the market." Your brain can learn to live in English, but you must feed it English thoughts. Even when you're silent, your mind is speaking. 8. Repeat, repeat, repeat with passion. Repetition is not boring. It's brain training. Take your favorite sentence or paragraph. Say it 10 times with different emotions. Example sentence. I can do this. I believe in myself. Now say it. Slowly, loudly, softly, with anger, with joy, with confidence, like a whisper, like a speech. Every time you say it, your muscles memorize it. Your mind accepts it. Your fluency grows. Final thought for part 1. You are not weak because you're alone. You are powerful because you are self-trained. Most people wait for a teacher. They wait for the perfect partner, the perfect course, the perfect time. But not you. You're learning to speak English with your mind, your voice, your heart. Right here, right now, on your own. In part 2, we'll go even deeper. I'll show you how to have full English conversations alone, how to use your emotions to speak better, how to track your fluency progress with daily challenges, and much more. So stay strong, stay inspired, and remember, your voice is waiting to come out. You don't need anyone else to begin. In part 1, we broke the biggest myth in language learning, that you need a partner, teacher, or class to speak English fluently. You don't. Your best speaking coach is you. Your mind, your voice, your imagination. We learned shadowing, describing your world, mirror talk, imaginary dialogues, thinking in English, emotional repetition, and more. Now, in part 2, we go deeper and stronger. This is where your solo speaking practice becomes powerful, emotional, and consistent. Let's begin. 1. Act like a character, emotional fluency training. Fluency is not just words. It's emotion, personality, and performance. When you practice alone, you have a special opportunity. You can be anyone. What to do? Choose a character, a confident speaker, a news reporter, a teacher, a superhero. Choose a topic, a speech, a story, or even your day. Stand up, use hand gestures. Speak like that character. Example: pretend you're a news anchor. Good evening. Today I practiced English for 20 minutes and it was a huge success. Now try it as a shy person, then as an excited child, then as a motivational speaker. This may feel silly, but it's magical. Why it works? You stop being afraid of mistakes. You add emotion and expression to your voice. You practice real-world conversation energy. When you act, you forget fear. And that's when fluency flows. 2. Create a one-person English podcast or video diary. You are the host. You are the guest. You are the voice. Start your own private podcast or video diary. Just for yourself. What to do. Pick a topic each day. What I learned today. My goals for this week. How I feel about learning English. Speak for 2 to 5 minutes. Record it on your phone or camera. You can even start the video like this. Hi, this is day 7 of my English speaking journey. Today I want to talk about confidence. Do this daily or weekly. Keep the videos just for yourself or share them if you want. Why it works. You build your thinking to speaking connection. You create a fluency habit. You develop your English voice. When you speak about your real life, your fluency becomes real. 3. Tell stories like a master. Humans remember stories more than rules. When you speak English through storytelling, your mind comes alive. What to do. Choose a story from your life. A childhood memory. A lesson you learned. A funny experience. Write a short version in English. Then tell it out loud with feeling. Break it into parts. 1. The beginning, what happened. 2. The middle, what went wrong or what changed. 3. The ending, what you learned or how you felt. Example: when I was 10 years old, I got lost in the market. I was scared. But then a kind man helped me find my mother. Act it, feel it, speak it. Why it works. You learn to use past tense, emotion, and detail. You connect your heart with your words. You speak English like a natural storyteller. And storytelling is one of the most powerful speaking skills in the world. 4. Use emotional triggers to speak freely. Most learners get stuck because they don't feel connected to their English. Here's a trick from psychology. Use emotional triggers. What to do. Ask yourself powerful questions, then answer out loud. Examples: what am I grateful for today? What makes me angry? What do I dream about? What scares me? What does success mean to me? When you speak from emotion, your English becomes natural. You stop trying to be perfect. You just speak because it matters. Try this. I'm grateful that I never gave up on learning English. Even when it was hard, I kept going. This is not just language practice. It's soul practice. 5. Create a 30-day solo speaking challenge. Now, let's make the system. No more guessing what to do. Let's create a daily plan. The 30-day speaking alone challenge. Each day do 3 things. 1. Shadowing 5 minutes. Choose one short video audio clip and shadow it. 2. Talk freely, 5 to 10 minutes. Speak about your day or answer an emotional question. 3. Mirror talk or video diary 5 minutes. Look at yourself or record yourself. Bonus: write down one sentence you learned each day. Day by day, your mind becomes faster. Your voice becomes stronger. Your fear becomes smaller. And after 30 days, you'll feel like a completely different speaker. 6. Use prompts to practice anytime, anywhere. Sometimes we don't know what to talk about. That's where speaking prompts help. Here are a few prompts you can speak about alone. Describe your perfect day. If you had $1 million, what would you do? Talk about your favorite movie and why you love it. Explain a problem you solved recently. Give advice to your younger self. You can speak these into your phone, or speak them while walking, cooking, cleaning. These simple prompts create deep daily speaking practice. 7. Track your progress like a scientist. What you measure grows. Keep a small speaking progress journal. Every day, write what you practiced, how many minutes you spoke, one sentence or new word you used, how confident you felt 1 to 10. At the end of the week, review it. Ask, what improved? What's still hard? What do I want to try next week? This keeps you motivated, focused, and proud of your growth. You're not just practicing, you're building yourself. 8. Simulate real conversations alone. Let's say you want to practice English for travel, or job interviews, or casual chats. You don't need a real person. You can simulate the situation alone. Example: imagine you're checking into a hotel. Speak both parts. You: hi, I have a reservation under the name Aisha Khan. Staff: welcome. May I see your ID, please? You: sure, here it is. Use props. Stand up. Pretend you're really there. This builds real-world fluency without needing anyone. You can do this for restaurants, airports, interviews, phone calls, doctor visits. Imagination is your best classroom. 9. Read aloud with emotion. Reading silently helps you understand, but reading aloud helps you speak. Choose anything: a book, a news article, a short story. Then read it out loud with feeling. Focus on stressing the right words, rising and falling tone, punctuation pauses, expressing emotion. Example: instead of reading like this, flat voice, she walked into the room, it was quiet. She felt afraid. Read like this, emotional voice. She walked into the room, it was quiet. She felt afraid. You're not just reading, you're becoming the voice of English. 10. Celebrate your voice, no matter what. This is the final and most important step. Many learners feel like their voice is not good enough. Maybe your pronunciation is not perfect. Maybe you make grammar mistakes. Maybe you feel shy or embarrassed. But guess what? Every time you speak, you are winning. Every mistake means you're learning. Every word is a step toward confidence. So celebrate it. Stand in front of the mirror and say, I am learning. I am growing. I am proud of my progress. Record your voice and say, this is the voice of someone who never gave up. Because you're not just learning English, you're finding your voice. Final message: the voice that changed everything. One day, someone will ask you, how did you become so fluent in English? And you'll smile, because you'll remember those days when you spoke alone in your room, when you acted out scenes in the mirror, when you whispered to yourself on long walks, when no one heard you, but you kept going. You didn't wait for the perfect teacher. You didn't wait for the perfect partner. You became your own guide. And that decision? That changed everything. So speak today. Speak tomorrow. Speak in joy. Speak in pain. Speak when it's easy. Speak when it's hard. Because your voice matters. And it's ready to rise.